a nervous breakdown.
Whoa!
And now she has to go to Thailand to an immersive 2-month yoga meditation retreat.
So we finna have a whole house to ourselves? We finna live like white kids.
We crank it up.
I'm Ms. Durak, the babysitter.
Thank you, Miss Durak. There goes my simmer.
I know how to discipline you. I watch Medea movies. No more of this garbage. Where do you think you're going? Get that crap out of your system.
Do something, bro.
I know you said no guests, but we had already invited our church friends for Bible study. Oh, and you might hear music, but it's Christian hip hop.
Hip hop ruined the blacks.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We crank it up. Crank it up, crank it up, crank it up, crank it up.
Good morning, Mrs. Durak. Mrs. Durak?
Crank it up.
Sweet, my first dead body.
I'm for sure going to juvie.
We're hungry.
You gotta get a job.
Rose Lindsay?
Unless you're my ex-boyfriend or my ex-boyfriend's wife.
I am the executive assistant to the chief executive officer.
Bring it in, sis. Whoa. A-frame hugs only. I didn't spend 3 hours in that sexual harassment course for nothing.
You're screwed.
I have a date.
Nothing past second base. We don't need another mouth to feed.
You all live here?
Along with our mom. She's not here. She
Out on a very deserving spa day.
I'm high as hell.
I can't believe it's right in front of me.
What is that job doing to you?
I just have so much responsibility right now. Die!
I'm glad I came.
DJ, drop the music!
I'm not just
Happy hour?
anybody. I'm here to catch a vibe. Let's get started. You look like a good time.
You're having parties without me? Help out. Oh, goddamn dish, man!
Dishes are done, man.
Nothing can stop me.
Boom, there you go. That was a trailer for Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead, arriving digitally on November 19th. I'm Kuya P, this Nerds Rule the World. Joining me to talk all things Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead is the star who plays Tanya Crandell. Her name is Simone Joy Jones. How are you, Simone?
I'm amazing. So happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. This film, finally, it's going to reach a wider audience now that it's on digital. What was it like booking the role of Tanya Crandell?
Oh my gosh. It was just so warm and joyous. Like I was like, really? There's some things where you audition and then you have to let it go because you never know.
Yeah.
But then there's some things you just really secretly hope for. And I feel like this one was one I was kind of crossing my fingers. And I'm so grateful I got it.
Cool. Congrats. I love that. I know that feeling. I'm an active filmmaker myself, so I know how it can be.
Hey, exactly.
So you booked this gig. Had you seen the original? Because I'll be honest, I don't remember it at all. Oh, I remember it, but I don't remember seeing it. All that, so what was that like?
I mean, it's definitely worth a watch again. I hadn't watched it. Once I got my call back is when I was like, okay, wait, let me figure out what this movie is. Because I am an 80s connoisseur of all the things. But somehow this one had not been on my radar. But when I started telling people about it, they were like, what? This is the best movie. And so having it be just a cult classic was just really fun to watch. So I would say even after you watch the movie, it's definitely worth a watch.
Okay, I'm gonna have to dive back, but yeah. I loved you in this, and let me just say I also love you as Lisa because you killed it in the Bel Air, Fresh Prince Bel Air, so just got to give you some shout out there. Love you on Bel Air. So you booked the gig, you're making it your own now, and I think it's so refreshing because as a fellow person of color, there's a little bit more that goes into what it would be if we are in this kind of a arena, and you holding it down for the whole family. Tell me about finding the character and then working with some of your amazing co-stars that you have in this.
Okay. Working as Tanya was so fun because she's a bit weird and she's like not the coolest and she's finding herself and she's falling in love and doesn't have everything figured out. So I love characters that are a bit angular and cool rather than like perfect and put together. And that's how you are, and I feel like are supposed to be as a teenager, to find yourself. I feel like there's a lot of pressure to be perfect now. And we think we even say that in the movie of just like we're expected to have everything before it's time, So having an honest journey of watching her find herself and in her own time and in her own way was a blessing. I think it helped Simone a little bit too. And working with the cast is just it's so lovely. Nicole Richie, incredible. Donielle, incredible. Ayaamii, Carter, Tyreek, Wade. Just the ensemble ended up just being a real family. And I know everybody says we're a family, but we're for real. We laughed all the way through on and off screen. So I'm so grateful for them.
I love that. I love our set families that we build as actors, right?
Yes,
And
yeah.
it kind of read through the film. At least it read for me. You could tell that there was joy and that there was a chemistry there.
Yeah.
Um, can you tell me about? I love the relationship that you get to have. You know, you kind of get this relationship, especially with relationships with family, the working relationships. But then your character gets to find a little bit of love here and there. What was
Yes.
that like? Just if you can give me just some of the situations that happen on set, just any special moments while in production.
I feel like one of the first times it was Miles and I met was the car scene when we're driving. So me like spitting up mints and like me just being so goofy and having him laugh and also just be just a malleable actor with me was just so fun and so good. And he's just a cutie who's so sweet. So it was just so easy to just drop in and feel like young love again. It was so good.
It felt natural. It felt like there was
Yeah.
some playfulness, banter back and forth. I like that.
Yeah. I love actors who don't take themselves too seriously but to take the work very seriously.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, let's try it again. Let's do something else. Let's find so especially when we were in the car doing the song, we're like, you learned the song? And we were just having fun for and driving for like until we were literally nauseous driving. So it was so fun.
That's awesome. And I agree with you in regards to the character. Like, that there's the character has failures. The character isn't all put together. And we see that develop with your role as a family. And I think it also is a really kind of cool perspective on life, on how women hold it down. And like that reverse role thing with Donnell, who plays your brother,
Yeah.
just all of that. That was just cool and playful. Can you tell me about your fake family, step family, and then just what was that like with your siblings on the set?
Oh my gosh. Ayaamii and Carter are just so funny. Like they're just hilarious. And just how kids are where they're just so observant. Like they soak up everything. And so they'll repeat jokes or they'll say their own or they'll talk about something when we didn't know that we were listening and we're like, "What'd you say? What you mean?" So and they just brought themselves to the characters. Like nothing was taught or fed to them. Everything they were just bursting with life and humor, and especially Ayaamii, where she would just have those really like snapback lines. They just had incredible timing, and it was very funny to watch. It was very hard to keep our composure for sure doing that. Miss Pat too was hilarious.
Oh, I
She
wanted
was
to ask you about, yeah, Miss Pat. I
Miss
love her. I was working with Miss Pat as mom.
Miss Pat. Miss Pat is hilarious on and off screen, and she is willing to try and do anything. So she brought a lot of herself to the character, which made it just feel like, yeah, this is our mom here. So it was great.
Wonderful. I needed more Miss Pat. We got some Miss Pat. I just wish we could have got more. I'm hoping maybe a sequel. I think we could spin it into more. She goes on vacation again, but give us a little bit more.
Right.
Um,
That'd be funny. I never thought about that.
I love it. Well, Tanya Crandell, how different is Tanya Crandell from Simone Joy Jones? Could you do what she did? Like, can you tell me like how far is she from you?
You know what? Tanya and I are very go-getters. Like I was in princess costumes in my high school summers being princesses. So I would sing because I'm a singer as well. And so I would sing as Moana when it came out, and I would sing as Princess Tiana. So I was making money and I was selling candy in school. So in a way of like, I'm gonna make it work, me and Tanya are there. Um, I feel like I'm a bit more suave than Tanya, or I like to think that I am. I loved playing up her. I feel like the awkward part of myself just kind of exploded in her, which was really, really fun. And Tanya and I are like, I f- I feel like I'm more of a lover girl than Tanya. Tanya, I feel like wanted to not really fall into Myles in the way that she did, and I feel like I would have been like, wrap it up, let's go. I'm done with this stuff.
You would have asked for the number before he left out the car.
Are you kidding me? We would have done that for sure. Yeah.
I love that. Well, you are so genuine in your performance and you're amazing in this, Simone. It is a pleasure to chat with you. Thank you so much. Again, like I love you in Bel Air and I love you in this, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do next.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Simone. Everybody, check out the amazing Simone Joy Jones as Tanya Crandell. And Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead, arriving on November 19th on all digital platforms. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Thank you, Simone.
Thank
So sorry for how we behaved. Our mom didn't tell us we had a sitter.
Looking at you, I can tell
Why she wanted to surprise us.
Surprises are for kids' parties and the Japanese.
Right. Well, I know you said no guests, but we had already invited our church friends for Bible study. And, we can't cancel on Jesus.
You better not wake me up. I get very grumpy when I get woken up.
More grumpy?
Would you like an allergy pill?
Sure. And a whiskey neat.
Okay. Oh, and you might hear music, but it's Christian hip hop. DJ Cardinal Spin.
Hip hop ruined the blacks.
I'll keep time, of course, but yeah, feel free to get started whenever you're ready.
All right. Thank you, Chance. I appreciate you as always, my brother. Always. Simone, hello.
Hey, hi, hello. How you doing?
I'm good. It's a pleasure to meet you virtually. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely, you as well.
Awesome. So let's have some fun. I'm gonna count us in real quick to help me with my edit. I'm putting the trailer right in front.
Okay, I love it.
All right, let's go. We're recording. Okay, here we go. In a 1, 2, 3.